side of the program. It is something that touches on the very core of good governance, rule of law, and accountability. So now that you've set up this team of yours, now that this team has been elected, I wanted to find out from you, what is the expectation of, what should us, citizens, voters, what should we expect from this team and yourself?
Luch, a very good question. The political lessons at the party level, I think, have been learned. Those who have ears and eyes to see, they will hear, they will see. No violence. Be organized. Let there be free and fair elections. I guess other parties are observing. And I know they are waiting for UPND to do it first. And we are courageous enough to do it first because we are confident of our abilities as a party. And hopefully others will learn these good lessons. They are not for the benefit of UPND, they are for the benefit of Zambia, Africa, and others. Luchi, as I was closing the General Assembly speech, I recited a call I got from a citizen, from a person in Delaware, in the States, who said, HH, I've been glued to the television, I've been glued to the social media, checking how you have managed this thing. I didn't believe that you guys could pull it the way you put it. I said to him, why? He says, no, that's Africa. What we know is negative things. What we know is corruption. What we know is no seriousness. But you put it like you're in the first world. I said, this is who UPND is. This is who we are. And by the way, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait until we form government. And then the question which you have asked, what do the people of Zambia expect from this NMC team? From us who have been elected and those that will come through in the process as provided for by our constitution. There is nothing else that the people of Zambia expect from this team other than, myself included, other than hard work, more work, diligent work, anchored on a clear agenda to reunite this country, divided country. A clear agenda, partnership, to reunite the country on the platform of reuniting the country, and we have achieved it through our party processes. And that gives you the confidence that we will achieve it at a national level, supported by economic reconstruction, rebuilding this country, bringing back jobs, that every child, every youth who is school going must be in school. Those from poorer families will be entitled the UPND government bursaries, loans, combination, grants, BC. It is an entitlement. This village boy called HH is a beneficiary of that facility when there was a serious government underground. And the little that we've achieved, Luchi, arises from one inheritance: education. This team must look at delivering this to other children of Zambia in the villages, as I was in the village, in the compounds of our urban centers across the 10 provinces. Orphans, double orphans, are entitled to education, and they will get it. This team must ensure that no student leaves college because parents are poor, resources are there. This team should support our agenda to convert that presidential jet, and I talk about it. I talk about it with pride.
And they don't like it when you talk about it.
That's why I repeat.
Because they always say it doesn't make sense.
That's why I repeat. It doesn't make sense to them because they went into government for different objectives. We are seeking government with a clear intent to work for the people of Zambia, to be servants of the people of Zambia. to give to the people of Zambia, not to take from them, not to steal from them, not to abuse the people, not to kill the people, but to protect the people. That's what this team, and that's why we're seeking government for. Clear intent. Provide leadership, visionary leadership, not just leadership, visionary leadership, provide management capabilities, skills, bring all the people on the cabinet table from all the provinces of Zambia, permanent secretaries. That's what we want to do. So, with that reunification agenda, now the big job of this national management, all of us into government mindset must be very clear. As I said, education. Translate that plane, jet, which costs this country, the owners of this jet. You know, Luchi, it is very interesting. Why people get angry when I talk about this jet? Those in government, as though they own this jet. This presidential jet is not owned by those who ride it, or those who are parking it, or those who are maintaining it, or those who bought it at a high price, $130 million. This jet belongs to the people of Zambia, the taxpayers, the ones who go to bed without food because kapamela kadula kabunga, kapenta ya dula, shuka ya dula, salad ya dula, sopo ya dula. These are the owners of this plane. And we bring the difference in the sense that instead of buying a plane for $130 million plus maintenance contract of $200 million, $330 million, that money, we will put it in education to send a child to school. We will put it in agriculture to lower the cost of production, fertilizer. Instead of selling fertilizer at 550, 600 kwacha per bag, we will be using that money from this plane, this piece of metal called Presidential Jet Gulfstream, into agriculture to make sure that fertilizer is delivered at 250 kwacha per bag, not 500, 600 kwacha. And it will be available all the time. Lower the cost of input, increase production, produce more food for consumption, lower the price of milling and the other goods, agricultural produce, food, lower the cost of food, lower the cost of living. That's what this team is already planning to do. Like President Biden did, sworn in on the 20th of January, 2021. The first day, second day, he was already in business, acting. We are already planning these things. This team is meant to make sure that health services are looked after. Translate this jet. Instead of a few people riding this jet, a jet bought by the citizens, would rather put the money in that jet into the health system, into the health services, so that no one dies of COVID because there's no oxygen. We will put this money into oxygen plants across the country. Buy oxygen cylinders. Make sure that there's oxygen in every health facility that deserves oxygen 24/7. 24/7. Right? 30 days, 31 days, 28, depending on the year. 30 days a month. 12 months. 365 days. There's oxygen. That's what we care for. That's why we've been elected into this NMC. That's the way we will prioritize usage of resources to benefit the people. The people of Zambia listening today can make a comparison. Do they want the presidential jet because they're the owners, or they want oxygen in hospital? I think they want oxygen. Do they want expired drugs? No. They want drugs which work to heal, not to be taken to kill. That's poison. The UPND government loves the people of Zambia. These NMC members must love the people of Zambia. They must give the people of Zambia safe medicines with efficacy. Efficacy meaning potency to work to heal. A condom is given or is obtained by a young female student, and she believes the condom works. The condom doesn't work, she gets pregnant. she's unfortunate. She's lucky if she just gets pregnant. But she could get a disease, sexually transmitted disease. The man could get a disease from the woman. Who has diseased those people? Who ends them? Who sees them die? It's the government, not the UPND government. Never, and never ever. That's what the NMC members must be working towards. They must make sure that nurses are paid well, doctors are paid well. That's what they are elected for. That's what I am elected for. What else? Civil service. We want the civil service workers to be protected, to be professional, to be protected. No one will be removed from office on a falsehood of national interest. Whose national interest? That's personal interest, anchored on hatred, anchored on tribal divisions. Right? Never, never will that happen again under the UPND. But it's for you, the people of Zambia, to make it happen by voting wisely on the 12th of August. What else? What else? Jobs. This NMC, these provincial committees, which came through the inter-party elections, district committees, ward committees, hear me. Working with HH and UPND is not honeymoon. It is duty, it's diligence, it's love for the people of Zambia. What I see, Luchi, what we see happening to our people, where people die, they are killed by their own government. The government becomes a killing machine. You can't say you love your people. When you kill them, you can't say you love your people. When many of others who have died, Luchi, we talk about Joseph Kaunda, yes. We talk about Saman, yes, executed in cold blood by their own government. It will never happen under the UPND. If it happens, the culprits will be brought to book quickly and justice will apply. We remember Mapenzi Chibulu. We remember Vespa Simujila. We and should remember Lawrence Panda. But this is a small list in the minds of some people. Their blood is worth millions of all of us, and we must be concerned. We are concerned. These NMC members must be concerned. Never, when they become ministers, some of them will be allowed to run home affairs the way it works now. Home affairs should ensure under the UPND, all of you are aspiring to be home affairs ministers. All of you are aspiring to be home affairs ministers. Hear me out, under the UPND government. We will have to allow the police rank and file to operate professionally, not to be attacked by cadres, policemen, in a police station. It will never happen under the UPND. These NMC members must make sure that that does not happen. We want a Minister of Home Affairs who will ensure that when people are fighting in a home, in a street, at a bus stop, the first person they call is a policeman to come and protect them under the UPND leadership. That's what this NMC is expected to do. Nothing short of that. That's the barest minimum. You want to be the Minister of Justice under the UPND. The criminal justice system will be reformed to ensure that no one, and I mean no citizen, no resident is arrested before an investigation is done. The law says when you are arrested, you must be taken to court within 48 hours and charged. It doesn't happen now. You want to be Justice Minister? You want to be DPP under UPND? You want to be Attorney General under UPND? Think twice. You're an NMC member, your aspirations must be aligned with the aspirations of the people of Zambia. Epela mkwai. Kwasira, wamana mudala. Chinji. Ndakaka ndi mukamonga ndi muntu wabantu. Ndakaka. I'm saying no to that. That's the message to the NMC members. Right? And bail must be given to citizens whose crimes are bailable. And we will reduce the bail conditions. Because bail should not be penal. Police bond will be given under UPND, not allowing people to rot in prisons. Many of whom are not criminals. You lock up Tukuta Chela before you've investigated. You lock him up because he was doing his journalistic work. After 6 months in court, 1 year in court, wasting money, is going to court every day in dollar, then you enter an order. You have punished an innocent person. Never will a justice minister come to a cabinet meeting of the UPND and we are there and will be allowed to sit in that cabinet meeting when there are people in jails and police cells which are filthy. By the way, the police cells will be clean. What does it take to clean a police cell? What does it take to ventilate a police cell? What does it take to provide a mattress? I'm an ex-detainee who committed no crime. God designed it so that I can see the conditions, bad conditions in the police cells and detention centers, and God is saying to his child, HH, clean those conditions up. We shall do that, indeed, because we love the people. Make sure the prisoners eat, they will eat. Make sure that there's drainage, there's hygiene, and there shall be hygiene. Make sure that there's no congestion, and there will be no congestion. Part of it will be that once we reform the criminal justice system and allow the laws to apply, restore the rule of law, that's what these NMC members are supposed to do. Restore the rule of law, restore human rights, liberties, and freedoms, end the corruption. Zero tolerance to corruption. That's what they've been elected to do. Nothing else. Not to merrymack, not to buy more cartons of whiskey. Do you have a justification to do that when your fellow citizens are hungry? I bleed, Luchi, inside. Many people ask me a question, HH, why are you doing this? You've been arrested 15 times. You're the most dehumanized active politician, most ill-treated. Why are you doing it? I said, you got it wrong. I'm not doing it for HH. I'm doing it for that widow. I'm doing it for that orphan. I'm doing it for the unborn child. You made a joke at the beginning of this program here, which you as a moderator. You said, we got delayed because we were talking about a worker here who is carrying twins, a young pregnant lady. And I made a comment, and I hope you didn't record it. I said, I am committing to donate to the twins when they are born. Please remind me. And I've asked my team here to make a note. Those are the twins that I'm working for. For anyone to say, why don't you give up HH? Your house was broken into. In Secheke, you were almost killed. In Ndola, Sky FM, you had to escape through the roof. I do it for her twins. I do it for the born, for the old, for the young, for the unborn, for those that go to bed without food. It's our duty to make sure that food is available to them, it's affordable. It's our duty not to dish printed cash, 100 kwacha here, what we see today. Our attitude will be different. Teach the Zambians how to fish, then they will have fish every day. I'm not going to go around giving fish, because there are millions of Zambians who need fish, who need meat, who need beans, who need kapenta, who need salad, who need salt. What we are going to do, these NMC members, is to make sure that by not being corrupt, we will save the money. By not being extravagant and spending money on this jet, which belongs to the people of Zambia, but enjoyed by a small number of people, we will save money and be able to make sure that citizens eat the price of bunga, yabwerela pans. That's our duty. Luchi. What you want? This is the rebuilding we're talking about in our theme in our General Assembly. This is the reconstruction of the economy. This is the reconstruction of order. And remuneration. Men and women in uniform will bring back decency. These NMC members and others who are coming through, and those the engine room members who are not seen in the face, their duty will be to make sure that after 12 August, the men and women in uniform are accorded the professionalism they need, their conditions of service are improved, They are not removed from their offices because of ethnicity, tribe, because they are not liked by a politician. No. That is, Luchi, just a little bit. That is their duty. If any of the NMC members think that they are there to make noise, to bully people who didn't make it to NMC member, as NMC member, you are in the wrong place. But you'll be reminded. You will not be harassed. You'll be reminded you're in the wrong place, you're doing the wrong thing. Change. Luchi. Here is what we will do, amongst other things. We will make sure that the cabinet of the UPND has members from the 10 provinces. Because every province has qualified children. They're our children, they're our brothers and sisters. This UPND government, through this NMC members elected and others, will make sure that soldiers who go on missions, UN missions, when they are paid allowances, hear me, soldiers, policemen, intelligence people, you will be paid your full allowance 100%. Currently, the PF deducts money, and they misuse that money. That money belongs to those soldiers. They are at risk. Policemen, you will get it 100%. Hear me out. In addition to making sure that you dress smart, you are paid appropriately, so will be medical staff, so will be education staff. Those unemployed teachers go out and campaign. I hear there are over 40,000 unemployed teachers, qualified teachers. You have a rare opportunity, this UPND government, this NMC and others, to take you back in the classrooms, to teach. The children need you to teach them. You'll be back in those classrooms. You are a nurse, you are unemployed, you are a paramedic, you are going back to the ward, to the laboratory. That's our minimum commitment to you. That's what this NMC is supposed to do, right? You are a farmer. I've already talked about it. Look for better days. Very few days left. Work hard now. Campaign. Go and vote. Why? This UPND government, this NMC, will make sure that you get your fertilizer at an affordable price and it will not run short. I'm a farmer. January, Luch, I was looking for top dressing. There was no top dressing in Namwala for 2 weeks or so. 1 week, 2 weeks. Now, we as farmers know that if you miss to apply fertilizer at the right time, you've lost that crop. Your eyes may see that the maize is there, but your yield will be low. This UPND will change this for the better. When you grow your maize, you're a farmer, you grow whatever crop, you'll be paid a good price for your labor. Farming is a business. So you can look after your farms. You can improve your lives. You can send your children to school. But don't worry, if you are not in that category of affording to send your children to school, your children will be looked after. That's it. That's what we're looking. Ultimately,
That's the minimum expectation.
Yes, I can summarize it for you. What is it that the people of Zambia should be expecting?
I'd like to take in a couple of calls if you allow me.
Not a problem.
Brandon, let me start first of all with a text from Brandon. Brandon, remember.
But you allow me just to say one little thing.
Okay.
One little thing.
Okay.
Countrymen and women, we have a duty to change our country. The millions of Zambians who suffer at the hands of maladministration deserve a truly God-fearing and servant leadership. Leadership that is visionary. Leadership that is competent. Leadership that is devoid of ill intent. Leadership that will be prudent so that resources are used to benefit your lives. That's what you should expect from this NMC, from this UPND government. Come August the 12th, but you are the ones to deliver us, then we can serve you as your servants.
Brandon, remember something that you said on this platform.
Yes, I'll write it down.
Yeah, sometime last year you said this to me and everyone else. You
yes.
said that those who are wrongly retired by this government, this current government,
yes.
must consider themselves to be on leave.
Exactly.
Brandon has 2 clarifications that you'd like to make from
yes.
him. Should they consider that as a forced, unpaid, or paid leave? That's one. Secondly, what happens when they're reinstated? Do they start from afresh, or it'll be a continuation from where they ended?
Thank you. Very quick answer, yeah. Brandon. I'm very grateful that you have been listening to our programs. And Luchi, thank you. I see your wisdom, eh? The young ones have wisdom. Very important. My children have wisdom. They teach me a lot of things. They teach Buddy a lot of things. And I learn from them. Yes, you are on leave. Yes, you're on leave. Because you should have never been removed for whatever reason. Because you were not incompetent, you didn't steal, you were removed because of victimization by those in leadership today. So we'll bring you back for that reason. Because that's your human right. Access to job, access to income is a human right under the UPND way of doing things. Are you on paid leave or unpaid leave? You are on paid leave. Because you are forced out of a job because of political mediocrity, hatred, dislike of your fellow citizens because they were born in a different location when they didn't choose to be born in a different location. What crime did they commit? I never chose to be born in Monze. Luchi, why should I go to jail for a crime I did not commit? So is a child who was born in Chama, Chief Kambombo. They committed no crime. So is a child who is born in Sishekana, in Kalabo. So is a child born in Mafinga, in Muyombe. They are free citizens. Under the UPND, you are free. You are entitled to education, you're entitled to a job, you're entitled to business contracts because you are a child of Zambia. You're a citizen of Zambia, whether you were born in Muyombe, from Tumbuka mother or Nyika mother and father, or Namwanga or Mambwe or Bemba or Nsenga or Senga or Chikunda, or you Kaluvale, Luchazi, Chokwe, Mbundu, Mbunda. It does not matter. It does not matter. Under the UPND government, it shall not matter. You will be brought back. You will be paid back your arrears. And if you missed out on a promotion because you were disadvantaged to promote a friend of those in government, a relative of those in government, you will be given your promotion, you'll be promoted, then justice will be done. Did I answer his question?
I think you did.
Thank you.
Brandon's last point is what you just answered
Yes.
in terms of what will happen when they're reinstated, whether they'll start afresh.
But more importantly, Luchi, can I just say that?
Will they be on the same grade? I think that's the other president.
That's what I said.
Yeah. And I know
you'll be retained in the job. The baseline is Luchi, Brandon. Since you were the one who questioned, your baseline is that when you were removed by those who hate fellow citizens, very strange leaders. How can you hate your fellow citizens? You sought to go into government only to hate people that you are supposed to save, and you want to be saved. No, HH and the CNMC are going to save, not to be saved. Okay. We are going to give, not to be given. We are going to include, not to exclude. We are going to unite, not to divide. Right? This country. So, if you are removed, you are director. You retain when we come in as a director.
Okay. Right.
If you were due for promotion and you were removed so that another person is promoted, then that promotion belongs to you.
Okay.
You will be promoted. But that one who was also, who replaced your position will not be removed because they too are Zambians. So no one should fear that they will be removed from their job because UPND has come into office. No. We are coming to look after everybody. Those who were discriminated, those who were, if you like, favored, we will treat them equally. They will all be supported. But we want to bring justice, we want to bring equity. Fair recruitment in ZAF, in police, in the army will be the order of the day, not what we see today. Policemen, civil service, teachers. A teacher graduates seated in the same class Luchi in a college. 10 of them graduate. After 3-4 months, 5 of them are posted. And you look at those who have been posted to schools, you can tell this is tribalism. The 5 that are not from certain ethnic groups are left out, languishing. The 5 that are not connected to cabinet ministers in the government of today are left out. If you want to say Fikapra, all of that will end, Luchi. Okay. I think the important thing that we will bring back a professional civil service, public service, We'll make sure that promotions are based on competence, no other criteria, on experience, not your name, not who your mother is, not who your father is, not when they loved each other and produced you, but because you're a citizen of Zambia. That's the qualification.
Okay.
And you're competent, and you love this country. You go to serve the people.
All right.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Morning. What's your name, sir?
Walia.
All right, Walia, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. One question for the church. What is it that you're going to do differently in as far as, for example, I saw a comment about Dr. Fundanga where he opposed the buying of shares in a company manufacturing tiles. What is it that you're going to do differently in regards to such investments? The government buying shares, also similar, I think, to Mutani as well. The second question is, what is your policy? Still over the marijuana industry is growing in as far as the medicinal purposes are concerned.
Okay, all right. Okay. Do you want to respond? Let's do.
Yes, I'll be very quick,
respond
because
very
we want
quickly,
to. Today, I want to take more questions, more conversations with the people, because we want to show them a different way of interacting and caring for them. Dr. Fundanga opposed the buying of shares by government in a towel manufacturer called Marco Polo. I agree with him. Dr. Fundanga and I come along. Remember, we share a profession. The arguments that he rendered there are totally correct. Businesses are more efficient when they are managed by competent people. When they are driven for the correct reasons to grow the business, to create jobs, but not to invest taxpayers' money in order to create an opportunity for corruption. First issue. Second issue, that money which was put in that tile company could have been put in another business which would have created new jobs, additional jobs. The money the government invested there, the government is you, the people of Zambia. The money which your money which was invested in Marco Polo, if it was invested in another business, a new business, would have brought in more jobs to attend to the unemployment amongst the youth and the women. That's not going to happen. It's the same jobs that are there. There could be additional jobs by minimum expansion. The private money was already there. Let it create the jobs. If we have extra money, let us use it wisely. How is it that we should use it wisely? We must not drive it into a joint venture with the Sudanese in a gold mining company. Because Zambians can invest in that gold mine and produce gold and sell it to the central bank. The money that the taxpayers have must attend to the sick, attend to unexpired medicines. Oxygen is a priority now. What is the priority also? We must manage our debt. We're already indebted. This is the same argument which I raised over the Mopani deal. That this government increased the debt which is already overburdened. The country is overburdened by debt. Excessive debt. Remember earlier they were arguing that when I was coming here, Luchi, 2014, I used to talk about debt. He said, no. There was no debt. A government can borrow. We told them, we warned them, don't borrow like that. It will take us into a debt crisis. They said, no, the church is bitter. You remember? Good. I would have said, I have a last laugh. There is nothing to laugh about. It's pain. And this is what the UPND government will not allow to happen in the usage of public resources. This is wasting resources, right?
So investing in sectors that will create new jobs.
Investing in sectors that will create jobs, that will bring more goods and services, that will also, Luchi, give you a return which will allow you to pay back the excessive Congole. Also, when you invest, I'm a businessman, a homegrown businessman, Luchi. Walked into Lusaka University of Zambia with one pair of shoes. One pair of shoes. Proudly so. I used to wash my socks in the night as a student at university, so that I hung them outside my room. TP 511. Tiende Pamozi Block 5, room 11. Outside, I created a small wire there to allow the wind in the night to dry my socks, so that the following day I wear the same socks. Given education by the people of Zambia, I owe that gratitude to the people of Zambia. I owe Congolese to them. That was the best investment. That's the point I'm making. Invest in education, invest in health, invest in agriculture, invest in enterprises that will create a return. Today, I'm a sizable taxpayer. Our businesses are sizable taxpayers out of one investment, which was the best investment, the best inheritance, education. That's the thinking we want to bring into government, and not waste money. When you hear us talk about prudence and not extravagance, this is what we talk about. What government did in Marco Polo is extravagance. It's wastage. It is unnecessary. The other point I want to make, Luchi, is that when the UPND government comes, it will invest the right amount of money in whatever we invest in. Because we will have zero tolerance to corruption, we will not invest millions of dollars in a business that is only worth $5 million. $10 million, you will invest $40 million. You're crazy? What the hell are you doing? They do that because there's an opportunity for corruption. Because we don't sing the corruption song, that's one of the things we'll be doing. Restoring the institutions. You asked me a question earlier. Restore the institutions of government and corruption commission. Financial Intelligence Center. Follow their reports. Action them. Save the money. Retrieve the money. Give it back to the people of Zambia. Through jobs. Through food. Affordable food. Through medicines. Through business opportunities. Through education. Now, Luchi, this is the iron of what UPND brings into government. Under UPND, as a businessman myself, this is the principle I have carried. This is the track record we bring. If I have 10,000 kwacha, I have access to 10,000 kwacha, another person has access to 10,000 kwacha. Luchi, for me, after 3 years, out of that 10,000 kwacha, I will have 100,000 kwacha.
Although in all your businesses, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but
and that's what we're going to do in this country.
But in all your business ventures, you've always started the businesses. You've never taken over a business that is in debt. I'm using the country as an example. Yeah.
This is the point I'm making.
Yeah.
You are asking a very complicated question.
No, I know.
Business is not simple.
Yeah.
Here is what we do. If you take a business over, you use your money. HH's private money is different from 17 million Zambians' money, public money. And that's the crisis today, where people go into government, they've never run anything. They access this public money, they assume it's their money, and they make wasteful decisions. Non-efficient decisions. My answer is that as a church, alone, family, or with partners, we will look for an investment. When we find it, if it's a business that's down, it's employing only 10 people or so, we'll look at its potential, we will know it's mismanaged, the capital structure is wrong, the gearing is wrong, debt versus equity is wrong, the loan portfolio is wrong. We will put a price on it, we'll value it, and instead of paying $1 million, we will pay $10,000, $20,000. Okay. Then we'll save, right? If it's $20,000, $980,000. Then that money will now put it in reconstructing the business and make the business viable. And the business will now employ not 10 people, but 300 people. And that's what we take into government. That's what we'll do for the people of Zambia.
Right.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Morning.
Hello, morning.
Morning, sir.
Thank you. Switchboard high.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, switchboard high. President wa Shifke.
Mkwae balishani mwewa nandi.
Awe President wa President, President Beranda. Wa President, like civil servant, he has planned that ikaenda katika shihani kote abantu mu ya private imbare gondera mu rusaka ero manuka transfer of southern province na kumungu era shwa kuruka shaka shantia kote baratura sana abantu ero atayari arakubya ero walesa kipama holiday so irugana ngaba natawa kula bino mukaita shihani ya president yani takule perezia wa president ndipo mkomesha ero atipamunga economy mukangoreshe sana ikoza aba bakapokula baretore pati bakule mtero bakona simu saka ukapa dia tabakura mabona kumungu tabakura mabona leni ndame shwale mumsha inkongore lakini kama chato mwana kukumali tiwara atishinga.
I've heard the question.
Okay. All right, people. Thank you very much, people. Jonathan.
Yes, very good.
Very brief.
Yes,
sorry.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
A very brief. That question is humbling to me. You know, humbling in many respects. One respect, Luchi, is that people are listening. What we've been saying in the past. I'm very pleased to know that people are listening. Sometimes we think people are not listening to us, and that's why maybe they end up with wrong governments. But it seems people have now opened their eyes and ears. I have said before, that was his comment, that transferring to heal the ill, the evil, buwelewele, bulechitika nombaline, mwashita transfer, abantu babiri balupana, umbi ni teacher mu Lusaka. Mwome, mwana kashi, ni nurse ku UTH. Two people are married. They work for the government. One is a teacher, male, and the woman, wife, is a nurse. This government currently will transfer a nurse from UTH to Chama. The husband remains here. That's evil. We will end that. Nothing like that. Remember which area I was saying we are an organized party. Now Zambians are seeing what I've been talking about. We are thoughtful. We plan, because we have vision. We will quickly ensure that after 12 August, when the teachers, when the medical staff put us in government, go and campaign and put us in government, none of your partners, let me put it simply, will not be transferred to one location, another to another location. You will be kept in the same town. The doctor, the nurse at UTH will not be transferred to Chama. The teacher at Kamwala Secondary School will remain there so that you can raise a family, so that you can teach your children good values, so they become good citizens of Zambia, so that you will avoid diseases, just tempting families to have sidekicks, because that's human. Breaking marriages, if your fiancé fika pa, visasila, that is the reason you must put us in government. That's cruel behavior which is happening. That cruel behavior will come to an end. Fika pa. That is why you must look at us as an alternative which is superior to what you have at the moment. Right? That is it. Luchi, the reason this government is doing this could be two. The reasons could be two. One is ignorance. They don't have the records. They don't have the database. That's why they're doing wrong things. Two, it could be malice. It could be evil. It could to punish people. We will do none of these two. And that's why I'm saying to voters, Don't be cheated with the printed money. And that's why inflation has gone up. The money they are printing, dishing out money. We will dish out jobs. We will dish out business opportunities. We will dish out nets so you can fish. We will dish out fish ponds so that you can produce your own food, your own fish. You can sell and eat some every day. We will dish out cattle loans so that after 3 years you borrow 21 animals. We'll come back, Luchi, to explain these models of what we'll be giving. After 5 years, after 3 years, 4 years, you have repaid the loan and you are left with over 60 cattle of your own. You become a wealth person, a cattleman, a kachema like HH. We want to do that for you, not dishing out my 100 kwazi. Ngabamu pera tulu pia twakwiba. Ninda lama shenu. Sendeni. Akulieni. Bakakupasa ndalama za bambo foresa because election ni pafupi. Pokani ni ndalama yanu. Ndalama ya Nkwala mu clinics. That's why bakupela mu Nkwala mu clinic bakupasa prescription kutuka kule mu Nkwala weka uja mu Nkwala mu ndalama za mu Nkwala batenga ku election and akuforesa na imwe museka muyimba. Nifuna muziyimba maningi bakakupasa ndalama. Muziseka maningi koma mubachaye don't kubeba. Bachenjere ndalama mupoke mudye. Maliria funza muntu soa. Muga hotere the right thing. Muka votere UPND ameneza kupozisa how to make money, how to produce food. Gardens, small farmers who feed families are the ones we're going to support so that there's food sufficiency in the households, urban or rural. When you go and buy bunga, lower price. Cheaper bunga. That's what you must vote for.
Okay.
Collect the money.
Okay.
Jani ndala mai. Muba subule.
Hello, good morning. Morning. What's your name?
My name is
Mr. Temple, go ahead.
I wish I can talk to him one-on-one, but I don't know if I can that opportunity. But I get off that when you show government, please, I beg of you, in the name of God, remember me. I'm a youth without a job, and I'm a driver by conviction. I beg of you, remember me with the interact please. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Temple.
Quick answer.
Yeah, quick answer.
We love you, Tembo. We love you, Batembo. We love the youth of Zambia. We love drivers. You are the movers of the goods in this country. You move the economy. We know, I've said to you before, drivers, taxi, truck, intercity, intercountry, we will look after you. We love you. You get an insurance policy to cover for funerals, accidents, when you are sick. That policy will look after you, will cover you, will make sure that you too get proper pensions. But more important, you too get an opportunity to be owners of whatever vehicle you're driving, so that you can be self-employed. You can employ your child, you can employ your nephew, your daughter, if you wish. That is what you should look forward to the UPND government. That's what these new NMC members are supposed to do for the people of Zambia. We love you, Batem. We will look after you, we will care for you. Trust us, trust me.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Hussein,
Yes, you're live on radio. What's your name, man?
I'm voting from the table.
Maureen, go ahead, Maureen.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Bamorini. Njala iliko zoona chalo chaonongeka tizakonza osalira maningi.
It's nashukuru Zabiana la shafiri hadi awe sabuti ka president promosi ziko mpandi.
Do you wanna?
Lordship,
Yeah. Do you wanna respond?
my heart is bleeding. My heart is bleeding. These are the people, Luchi, Maureen, and the type of Maureen across the country, all ethnic groups. These are the people that make me continue the struggle. That should make you to continue running this program so we can make their lives better. Malasha Kachipi. But more important, an alternative, cheaper sources of power, like solar. I've talked about it before. Affordable solar. They don't have to cut the trees because of global warming, environmental damage. They cut the trees, they get Malaysia, which is now unaffordable because they have no alternative power, which is efficient, which is clean, which is renewable, and that's solar, that's electricity. And we have the resources in abundance. We have free sun. We will deliver for Maureen and her children, her family, her relatives, her fellow citizens, called 17 million Zambians. That's our motivation. We will lower the cost of living, partially by reducing corruption, partially by being more efficient, investing public resources properly. Remember the example of 10,000 kwacha I gave you. Create 100,000 kwacha from 10,000 kwacha. Public resources. And then the jobs will come along, education will come along, health will come along without expired drugs, and business opportunities will be there. They will access Maureen and the type. When we come in, 12 August, thank you for offering to vote for us, but Maureen, just campaign. Vote, campaign, vote, protect the vote. We want Maureen, when we come in, we'll change laws. Licenses for timber for Mukula trees will go to Zambians only. No foreigner. I say this without shame. Because this is a resource that will make Maureen look after her family. When her, the woman, the youth, citizens of Zambia, those with disabilities are given license to exploit Mukula. And then we assist them as a UPND government to process Mukula rather than cutting the logs, loading them onto trucks, onto Durban, onto the seas, into another country, manufacture the timber products, high quality products, bring them back to Zambia, and we pay at a high price using foreign exchange, damaging the kwacha against the dollar. All of those interwoven relationships, from Maureen's comment, we will deal with so that we can also add value, beneficiation here for the timber, for the minerals, so that we create more jobs, we have more value, we can export value-added products, we earn more foreign exchange, the kwacha stabilizes, not by depleting the foreign exchange reserves. The Bank of Zambia governor a few days ago was on television and confessing what we told him would happen. And when we told him when he was appointed, he thought we didn't like him. Christopher Mvunga, Mr. Governor, sir, we have nothing personal against you. What we don't like is the policies that have destroyed our currency. Depleting the foreign reserves to less than 2 months around there of import cover when we had 5-6 months. Where has the money gone? It is the decisions that are made which are consumption oriented because of borrowing, because of corruption and servicing external debt. The kwacha suffers. But we want to reverse that so that Maureen can have a better life by her having a license, or her child, or her cousin, whoever. And the income from our resources will flow to Zambian citizens like Maureen, like Tembo, and Waria, and whoever else. That is what Dr. Fundanga was trying to say, and that's why I agree with him. Not because I know him, not because he's somebody I respect professionally, but because he's saying the right thing. That's what we work for people like Maureen and Tembo. Please, ngenani mu campaign. Muipapata yo, Maureen. It is our minimum duty to serve you. not to be saved by you when we form government. To give to you, not to take from you through corruption. To take care of your family, not for you to take care of HH's family. Luchi, I declare on this program, none of my children, when we form government, will work for government. None of them. They will work in the private sector. The government jobs that are there should be given to underprivileged children, women, youth. We are coming. You hear me? We are coming. Maureen, Tembo, we are coming to address your concerns. We are coming to give you better opportunities. We are coming to better your lives. We are coming to give you contracts for goods and services. We are coming to give you education. We are coming to make sure that Pamela Yabunga is not what you buy, but you buy a 50 kg, 25 kg bag of milk at a good price, a lower price, so that you can have 3 meals in a day. We're coming for that.
Hello, good morning. Good morning. Morning.
Yes, good morning, Mr. President.
Morning, sir.
What's your name?
This is Humphrey Isaac.
Mr. Isaac, go ahead.
Yes. I just wanted to mature a business. I'm a teacher by profession. So I go to the...
Did he give you the name?
Isaac.
Oh, Isaac, thank you. Sorry.
But I'm just in Mr. Homo. From Mr. President, you have about over 100,000 votes for teachers and foreign teachers. That is the sure. And the people that are clear of what's happening. And we are lucky. It's not safe. Because we are hiding in that framework of these teachers.
Yeah, Isaac talking about being a teacher, being
Yeah.
among the many teachers
Yeah.
that are employed
Yes.
from 2014.
Yes. I think, Luchi, we talked about that. It touches my heart. My heart bleeds. You know, Luchi, how can a normal person, you're a minister, you aspire to be a minister, you've been the NMC member, and only to become a minister of education, who fails to ensure that a president called HH fails to ensure that Isaac and his fellow colleagues are employed. I talked about it all earlier. They will be employed. Isaac, hear me. You'll be employed. You'll be remunerated appropriately. Everybody says to me, not everybody now, before, Luchi, remember, if I came on radio 2011, 2012, it was noise. It was fights. But over time, people have listened. Thank you. People have seen. Thank you. Because now they can look and see. They can listen, they can hear. The money is there. Luchi, maybe you've forgotten. One of the interviews said, HH, you are saying all these things. Where's the money going to come from? To look after Isaac, to employ Isaac, to employ a teacher who made HH. Who made HH a businessman? It's the teacher. Do I respect a teacher? Yes. Will I look after a teacher? Yes. When I get sick, who looks after me? It's a nurse, the doctor. Do I love them? Yes. Do I care for them? Yes. Who sells me vegetable in the market? It's a marketeer woman. Do I love her? Yes. Will I support her? 100%. Giving her credit. Tundalama, business here in the month. I have never been driving cars all along. I was not driving cars, Luchi, all along. I was walking. I used to jump on minibuses, on taxis. Who looked after me? Who looks after Zambians today on taxis? It's taxi drivers. It's bus drivers. Do I love them? Yes. Will we look after them? Yes. We will. With passion, with love, with knowledge, with conviction. The money is there. I already gave you an example. That jet for $330 million is disgraceful when the owners are not employed. We'll take money from the realization of that jet to make sure Isaac is employed, to make sure Isaac's salary is paid, decent salary, to make sure that Maureen's bag of charcoal, before we replace her power from charcoal to cleaner energy, solar and others, she can afford it. Her children can go to bed having eaten, and they can play in the yard, calling her mommy, mommy, because they have the energy to call Maureen mommy, because they've eaten. Because when they have a headache, they've gone to a clinic and they've been given a Panadol, which is not expired. When they go to school, they will have a desk to sit on. Maureen's children, my children, her children, my children. Maureen's children are my children. And I want to make sure that my children in Maureen's household have a desk to sit on. They have a writing book, notebook. They have a pen. And they will write the exams and pass. And when they pass, I will take them to college. We will take them to college. Nothing less is what Maureen should expect from the UPND government, NMC members and everybody. If you are not like in that mode, in that sphere, in that space, you're in the wrong place. Luchi, the money is there. Under the UPND government, let me declare today, I was wondering when to say it. I'm saying it today. You're an NMC member, you're a UPND member, you aspire to be a minister, there will be no VX for you. It will be obscene to drive a $250,000 VX. Oh, really? A government minister driving a Rolls Royce? Really? When people are hungry, when Maureen cannot afford a bag of millimil and charcoal, you driving a Rolls Royce? Before you went into government, you didn't even have a Corolla. Wapeza kuti ndalama wewe. You're abusing government. It will not happen under the UPND. We will exchange the VXs with a loan scheme for marketeers. In all the markets, you go to a market, Kamwala, Chamboli, Shangombo. In that market, there will be a small office, a loan office giving credit to marketeers to expand their businesses. Right in the market. And the money will come from saving it from the VXs which a minister wants to drive. Ndiwe ndani, unoyenza VX, muzimaya libe ndalama, libe capital ku market, atenga 2 boxes of tomato, amama ku market uko. Tibwera chi VX zamani muona maminista bavala na mawindo, vimamotoka vijani vanu. Is UPND minister saza yenza chi VX, the ndalama from there tizaika credit to my soft loans my market right next to your store. Amam, my mother, my sister, my relative widow. That is what we commit. That's why you are voting for UPND and HH. Not vinangu vakutiai kunalibe democracy. We have been exemplary. Okay. We have been excellent. Accept that which is good if you are genuine. But we are not big-headed about it, Rich. We don't want to be big-headed about the General Assembly. It was the bare minimum. For me, people are saying, yes, oh, nice, nice. I said, look, you see Zambians now. I've only done a Kadiongo. And they're celebrating. They haven't seen anything. They ain't seen nothing. That's what the Americans say. Wait and see how that small credit office in your market will give you a loan and expand your business and make sure the cost of doing business will be low, okay, so that you can make a better margin, look after the family. That is what is in store. Okay. That is what is coming on the 12th of August, 2021.
I've eaten 8 minutes that I shouldn't have eaten.
Give us more.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming on the program this morning. Thank you very much indeed. I'm going to ask you if anything lastly you want to add, and in that, I just want to make a point of mentioning a Mr. Peary who called me last week, I believe, and we had an argument about manifestos. When the current manifesto is not out, is it? And if so, when will it be available for people to look at and look at what the plans of the UPND are in detail.
Luchi, very, very good point you made, Luchi. UPND has a manifesto. People were arguing last time, no, UPND has no manifesto. They've only got a 10-point plan. Huh? That's nomenclature. The English call it nomenclature. Meaning, it's just a definition. It's just a word, it's a title. It's a manifesto. We've always had one. And Luchi, we have now upgraded, improved that manifesto to take account of the circumstances, the destruction that has happened to this country, how to counter it, how to reconstruct this economy, how to reconstruct social value, how to lower the cost of living, the cost of food, how to bring down interest rates. Have you seen that interest rates? And these days I avoid talking about inflation, exchange rate, interest rates, because people used to accuse me, so I've come down. Inflation simply means increase in the general price level. Mitengo kukwela, as Maureen defined it. Maureen defined inflation. She understands it. Bunga, kukwela, salad, kukwela, the inflation. We are addressing all of those issues to stabilize how to create jobs. And how to do it. We'll create jobs, how to do it. It's in our manifesto. We will improve health, how to do it. We will improve education, how to do it. We will improve business operating environment, licenses, all of those. Luchi, you should be excited. What we've decided to do is that the General Assembly was going to be a top loader. It would have taken more time. So we've separated this activity. It will come and it will be executed diligently to the satisfaction of the people. But more important, Luchi, it won't be just delivering a manifesto which is already there. It is more to talk about what we'll be doing in Luapula. We're working on that, refining it, to make sure that the people of Luapula who go on Lake Bangweru, Lake Mweru, children, instead of being in school, we want to take them out of school, out of the lake, fishing, take them into school. The parents, instead of being mauled by crocodiles, catching less fish because the lakes are depleted, one would restock the lakes with fish. But more importantly, we want the fish to breed there. We will bring a facility in Luapula, in northwestern, in western, in north, all the water-bodied provinces, regions. We want, amongst the other things we'll be doing, I talked about timber, I haven't talked about mining, big subject. We'll talk about it later. We want to make sure that amongst the provisions we give them, the opportunities to ensure that we deliver fish farming projects for them, fish ponds, restocking the fish, managing, buying the fish from them at a good price, and then processing the fish there, cleaning it, filleting it, packing it straight for the supermarket, right there, the jobs in Samsha there, in that beautiful beach of Samsha. We have plans for that Chilubi Island. As we worked in Livingstone, we want to work on the Chilubi Island. As we worked in Livingstone, we want to work in Luangwa, Mfue. We want to work on Kafue National Park. We want to work on the northern corridor called Nsumbu, beautiful asset. I look at those places with a different eye. People see Lake Tanganyika, they see Nsumbu, they see water, I see cash. They see those ridges, the nice hills there. They complain that it's difficult to climb those hills. We will translate those into money by putting tourist facilities, airstrip. Remember, that airstrip is left by Kaunda. Kasaba Bay. No one has ever worked on it. They look, but they can't see. I see through. This is what will be in the manifesto. We will launch it, dedicated time. We will do it excellently. But more important, Luchi, is to implement that vision, that manifesto, and translate it into food for Maureen and her children and my nieces, nephews in Maureen's house. For Isaac, to put him back in school. And please, we need those 100 votes, Isaac. Campaign. I appoint you as a campaign manager for HH. You are a marketeer. You are HH UPND campaign manager. You are Isaac, a teacher, unemployed or employed. your campaign manager. You are Tembo, you are whoever. Take charge of your campaign. On the voting day, 12th of August, turn out. Whether I reach your house or not, you are the HH in your area. You are the UPND in your area. You are the change in your area, in your house, in your locality. Take charge of that. Vote in big numbers. Number 3, protect the vote. No Mwankole should steal your vote come that day. Then we'll be in the government. We'll deliver for you. We work for you. We love you, the people of Zambia. I'm guilty. I walk with a sense of guilt, Luchi. Why should Zambians go to bed without food when I've eaten, when my children have eaten? I have a disease, but I also have a medicine.
Okay.
We have the drug.
Okay.
We have the vaccine.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming on the program.